Howdy, folks. Howdy. Okay. Anyway, today's done for me, basically. I am just wiped out. Uh, didn't get much accomplished today. The chainsaws broke down. Got some coffee. Okay. Good coffee, man. All right. Folgers. You know. There we go. Another coffee cup. It's a little bit dirty, but there's one thing after another. Sometimes you wish you had somebody else around the house to help, but you don't. So you just make do with what you got. It's hard keeping up all by yourself, a great big operation like a farm. Anyway, like I was saying, went out there this morning in order to go to throw myself into the work. Had the chainsaw going. Got about 90% of the way through the job, and my frickin' chainsaw went kaput. So I got to buy a new chainsaw. And, with all the other bills that are stacking up and stuff like that, doesn't look like I'm going to be able to buy a new saw anytime soon. I got to save my nickels and dimes for it. Everything's just, piling up. These things I didn't expect. The fucking refrigerator went out. The furnace went out. Chainsaw went out. And, the other bills keep coming in and stuff like that. But these were things that I wasn't expecting, when I had that great big lump sum of cash and I was just going hog wild, feeling rich, These were things that I had already fixed. They were brand new. They were working good and all that. And it's Murphy's Law. And if anything can go wrong and will go wrong, And I was warned before I went out and did my major purchases and stuff like that about future bills. If you get a lump sum of money, you've got to think about your future bills. You got to think about the taxes and all that. Okay? You got to think about your furnace. You got to think about your pipes freezing. You got to think about your power lines inside your house. You got to think, your electric bill, future bills, appliances, tools that you use. And these things, they hit in a condescending order of 3 bad things. Bad things always come in threes, okay? Refrigerator, furnace, chainsaw, all went straight down. Luckily, I saved enough for my future bills of those big 3. Okay, now bad things supposed to happen in 3s, and then it's supposed to be over with for like 7 years, hopefully, of bad things happening. But anyway, we're talking about the Ferguson riots. The only riot, it's so freaking stupid. These people are destroying their own stuff. Here I am, busting my balls in order to keep stuff fixed around here, and they're out intentionally. Like 80 people, 80 arsonists went into that town. They weren't even local citizens. They were provocateurs, arsonists, who went in there and destroyed shit, burned down buildings and stuff like that people were working their asses off in order to make a livelihood from. They fucked it up for hundreds and hundreds of people. The people who are depending on going to work today now no longer have a place to go to work to because a fucking asshole from frickin' Biafra, not even in this country, told them to go there and raise hell. Okay, on the international internet. That I see exactly where that stuff started. It started off with an international provocateur from Africa. Okay? And there is a question out there that the shooting that they're all upset about ever actually even happened. Okay, it's on my timeline. All right, I didn't really read the video yet, but they're saying that the shooting itself was a huge hoax, and they made that hoax in order to get these provocateurs in there, in order to destroy the town, in order to throw people out of jobs, in order to get everybody in a big frickin' riot and all that, in order to create martial law. You know, they breed hatred. They start with, you know, I've got a little chart. I'll show you the little chart right now. Start with a base of violence. They flame it with ignorance. Okay? And in that cauldron right there is fear. And it doesn't get broadcast where you think. It just comes up out of the beaker and dribbles down just like moonshine still, and it's pure concentrated hatred that they broadcast at you in order to get you riled up, your brain twisted, praying that you get drunk on rock gut whiskey or some shit, get blasted out on crank, and then go out there and destroy shit. They pray for that, okay? Because they want to keep filling the prisons. They want to keep filling the prisons. They want to make sure that the prison population is in there. The way they can do that really easy is just by standing by, propagandizing you, making you outraged, and then when you go off, they can lock down and just walk around like Nazis and collect all the Jews and toss them in Dachau. The sad thing is that at least 80 people, at least 80 of our citizens did that. Okay, they got 80. That is 4 full platoons. Practically an infantry unit. Practically an infantry company was taken in and arrested and incarcerated of American citizens. All the rights taken away. Charged with arson. Charged with destruction of private property. All this kind of stuff. Okay? They fucked up. Charged with theft. You know? And now you see the thing is, the people who did that stuff, they would have done it anyway. They didn't care about the kid who got shot. They weren't protesting. They were out looting and tearing shit up. They weren't carrying signs. They weren't chanting, say, you know, do whatever you got to do in a peaceful, organized protest. No, hell no. They were rioting. Okay? You don't see anybody else throughout the world rioting like that. I mean, well, some places you do. But throughout the United States, they're not doing it. They're not doing it in my town. They're not doing it in the next town over. Biggest riot that we had around here was a horn honking for a dude to check his mailbox because the box was too big to go into his mail for Christmas. Okay? That was the only riot we had around here. You know, you people don't think. Honestly, you don't. When you go out there, you commit arson, and you commit theft, and you commit burglary, you commit destruction and vandalism of private property, of family-owned businesses, of family property that's not your family. You're bad people who did that. You're not anonymous little fucking heroes. You're criminals.